The family has found wildlife.
Hello and welcome to How to GoPro.
My name is Cali and today I'm going to teach you a handful of tricks that I use how to create a highlight reel while being on a family holiday.
I've been married for 17 years. I've gone on a lot of family holidays.
In this video I'm going to show you a handful of tips that I've learned over that time that you can still create a really cool highlight reel and not sacrifice the main reason you're on this trip, and balance it out with good old family time, have fun, be relaxed and still get a pretty cool video. So being on a family trip is very, very different than when you're going on a solo journey or a trip that you have planned to go and film a whole bunch of stuff and get wild with all your creative ideas. On that kind of trip, you can get as inspirational as you want, do a million different shots, use all your mounts, use every single setting you have on your GoPro or your gear. You can waste all the time you want because the only person's time you're wasting is your own. Maybe the video editor in you is seeing the perfect transition. And maybe the photographer in you is passing by all these amazing, epic, Instagrammable photography shots. Maybe the GoPro enthusiast in you sees how you can use every single GoPro accessory you have on hand.
Now, you might think my ideas are really important. Well, you would be wrong. Your family is your family and you can always get new ideas. Okay, number one, limit your ideas.
In this case, limiting your ideas will be the less is more, because the less ideas you try to do, the more time you will spend with your family. I stuck with one idea. I filmed in 4K at 60 frames per second, and that allowed me to have the option of editing that in real time and putting it in slow motion at 50%.
So we went on a cruise and this little boat took us to this epic island, a place where I'm never going to go again. So I saw amazing amounts of opportunities to get creative here. But nobody else wanted to spend all day on this jetty. I used the selfie stick and I walked that jetty just once. I used multiple angles while leaving it recording the entire time. Shot 1, shot 2, shot 3, shot 4. So number 2 is stick to 1 or 2 of those ideas you just had per day.
Do not do the same idea every single day, and don't do every idea every single day. Do one idea on one day, the second idea on the next day, the third idea on the third day. If you have extra time, maybe do 2 ideas, but I wouldn't really do too many more than that.
We went to Vanuatu and I knew we were going to go to the Blue Lagoon, and they had a rope swing. I wanted to film it in super slow motion. And that's the only idea I used for that day. Everything else after I got that idea done for that day was just basic B-roll footage.
There was one other day that we spent the whole day at an island. This island had perfect white sand beaches and crystal clear water. So I had the idea for this day to get a very slow motion walk of me walking through that crystal clear water. After I spent most of the day with family, my husband and I walked just a little bit down the beach so I could get this idea. So he held the camera and I walked up and down past the GoPro about 4 times. I didn't check the footage, I trusted the GoPro, and then I forgot about it.
If you want to get a little bit extra, filmed myself while we walked to that location. I put it in 4K at 60 frames per second, held it on a selfie stick, had the GoPro upside down and held the selfie stick down towards my feet. So I recorded my own feet walking as we were going to that location to execute the first idea.
A lot later on that same day, I got to execute my second idea. And the second idea I'd planned is because the water was so beautiful and the island was so pretty, I was going to use this dome. I put it on photo time-lapse mode and just casually swam around with it for 10 minutes. And the family thought this was kind of funny. The kids thought this was hilarious, and as you can see in this photo, so did my brother-in-law.
You have 1 or 2 ideas per day. Get your idea and then move on.
Don't get consumed by your creative mind.
So this next shot was my beach teleport idea.
The idea was to swim down from one island beach and pop up at the other island beach. That was my beach teleport idea. It only took me like a couple of minutes to do that. I only took 1 shot each, and that was it. I know it could have been a lot better, but the family was all there having a lot of fun, and I didn't want to miss out on that.
Next one is get your B-roll on the transportation. Get B-roll when things are moving. That includes walking. A lot of B-roll when the family was trying to figure out where they wanted to park, set up on the beach. So those were the times I had the GoPro on the selfie stick and I walked around with it rolling constantly. When you jump in a minivan, I personally opt to try and sit right at the back because then I can get B-roll footage from the biggest window in the minivan, and that will be the back window.
All transportation, so if you're in a taxi, in a bus, on a train, on a boat, film going into it, film coming out of it, and then film some shots with the window moving, pointed at a few of your relatives, pointed at yourself.
If you're shopping, you can also have the GoPro on, the selfie stick, and just have it record while you're shopping.
Need a bag as well. We got a bag, you can put your water in it. See? Helps the whole family.
Everybody wants a family photo.
Is do it at the start of the day. Don't do it at the end of the day when people are sunburnt, people are dehydrated, people are hungry, and some people are missing. I had the selfie stick, had it on photo time-lapse mode. I got the family on an island in the perfect location for this family photo. I said group photo, everybody jumped in. The second I put the selfie stick out, a tiny cloud in this perfect blue sky covered the sun, and the photos look like this. That really bothered me, but because I took the photo at the start of the day when everyone was still happy and refreshed, everybody was still happy when I looked up and the cloud had moved and I yelled, "One more!" So these were my tips for creating a highlight reel on a family holiday. Now you get to see the end result. So cool! Like the video, please press the subscribe button, and please hit the bell because I need all the help I can get right now. This video was sponsored by this peg, not just for clothes.